Hey guys, this is Statton.
Welcome to another Heart to Heart with Statton, where feelings matter but the facts come first. Now, this subject is nothing new on my mind in the sense I've been experiencing it for the last decade or so, but it's something I've been observing more closely, and it is the whole how people act in the workplace. And this is something I've actually been experiencing firsthand myself. Not that I've been doing it, but I've been someone that's caught in the middle of it. Let's just say that, and that is you got people that'll be nice to each other. They'll be nice to each other's faces. They'll talk, smile, and be friendly to each other. But as soon as they part ways, oh boy, do they talk about each other in a negative way. And they'll even spread rumors, whether they be true or not, about other people. It just, I don't understand it for multiple reasons. One is we're all supposed to be adults in the workplace, but yet this gives me middle school vibes. And because I don't remember a lot about middle school. I mean, in the sense that I don't even remember the names of the majority of the students I was with all the time. Um, I probably only remember maybe two or three names at the most, but I do remember how people used to play those games all the time. Be nice to each other, form groups, which I didn't know that they were called cliques at the time, or if that word even existed back when I was in middle school, because that word is still new to me. But the point is when people would cross paths, it's not always like what you see in movies and stuff where people get bullied in the hall and everything. There, for me at least, in my experience, it was always people being nice to each other's faces, and as soon as they parted ways, pretty much what I illustrated what the workplace is like. Suddenly, rumors are spreading around about each other, and they're always negative. It's like people are so two-faced with each other, which it just brings up to my head, or a thought to my head, that you would think by the time you are in the workplace, you would have outgrown that kind of attitude. You would look back, see how things were like at school, and realize this just doesn't work. It doesn't. All this does is cause, not only does it cause drama, but the drama is not necessary. You literally have nothing to gain from it. Now, I won't get into full details like names or anything, but I got caught in this because, well, there's a coworker I have, and this coworker has a reputation for herself. She likes talking about everybody behind their backs, but when she talks to the very person that she talks about directly, then all of a sudden she's all friendly and smiles with them and sounds very friendly, but then she'll mention things behind their back about all the things that they don't like, complaining. To her, nobody does anything in the workplace. To her, everybody is lazy, and the only one that actually does any work is her, which is not true at all. Well, anyways, she want she and I are on different work schedules. We work the same shift, but there are certain days that I have off that she works, and then there are days she has off where I work. And we have the ability to make it so we can take over each other's spots when the other person has off. Well, this person always spreads the rumor around, like she does with everybody else, that I don't do my job very well, which is kind of weird considering she's the only one that really complains about it. Nobody else seems to complain about what I do. But then she contradicts herself by coming to me and says she wants me to take over her spot for her on the days that she has off, that she would rather I do it above anyone else. So I said, okay. I mean, personally, I didn't care. I don't care what spots I'm in. Do I have spots in the workplace I like better than others? Yes. But even for my least favorite spots, I'll take them without complaining. I mean, a job's a job. I mean, gotta do the work regardless. Well, when we made that agreement, I found it kind of weird that she wanted me to take over those spots, considering that she would tell everybody else I wasn't very good at it. But then, she came up to me not too long after we made that agreement. She asked me if I was in her spot on a specific day, which I'm not assigned to one spot every single day, and I pick up a lot of days too, so I work a lot of my days off. That's why sometimes I go for a long time without posting a video. So I have to stop and think over the schedule. Where was I on that particular day? Because since I'm not in the same spot ever, really, pretty much, or at least that's what it used to be until this new arrangement happened. I had to stop and think. But apparently, thinking for 5 seconds before answering was not quick enough for her, because she snapped the question back in a very crabby-like fashion. She said, "Were you in my spot on that day?" And I said, "Calm down. I will answer your question. I'm just thinking back." And she's like, "It shouldn't take you that long to think." It's like, well, and right away, I just looked at her and I said, "Well, this conversation's over if you're going to talk to me that way. You don't get to talk to me, treat me like garbage, and then expect me to be cooperative, so goodbye." Well, those weren't my exact words, but close enough. At least I was angry. I really was. But I did tell her that the conversation was over then and there, and I walked off. Now the thing is, I don't understand this. This sparks up one other thing about this drama that appears in the workplace. I get that you want the attitude of being the bigger person in the end. That you want to be the more mature person. And I can understand that to a point. But I think we take it too far when I see the very people that know they're being talked about, when the very people know or that they're being disrespected by people that like to spread things, that when they end up talking to those people, they'll be nice to them also, as though they weren't disrespected. They'll be mad. They'll talk about the other person who talks about them, ironically. And they'll be angry. They'll be hurt by the fact that they know that those rumors about them are being spread around. But then, when it comes to the person that's spreading the rumors approaches them, suddenly they put on a happy face and they act friendly to that person. Like I said, I get the whole wanting to be the bigger person. But to me, that's taking it too far. I don't play those games. I do believe you should be nice and respectful, but at the same time, by taking it to that extent, you're only teaching these people that they can get away with pulling the stuff that they pull all the time, consequence-free. They may not always be able to get in trouble work-wise with the bosses and everything, and I get it. Nobody wants to go to the higher-ups about these sort of things because they want to be able to take care of this on their own, which is an adult thing to do. I just think there's a happy medium. You see, this person, after that, I took a small vacation not too long after that conversation between me and this person. And while I was away, this person, did they realize that what they did was wrong? Because, no, they didn't. Because they went around still telling people that I was terrible at my job. That I didn't do my job right. Which shouldn't bother me, because it's... even the higher-ups said that they had nothing really to complain about what I did. They said that I did a good job. However, after that, I just when I returned, she came up to me and started talking to me, and I'm just thinking to myself, Yeah, you treat me like garbage. You spread false rumors around me, and now you're trying to be all buddy buddy with me. Yeah, I'm not playing those games, so didn't even look at her. Didn't acknowledge she was there, didn't respond to her. I just kept on doing my work. She must have gotten the message really quick because about 3 seconds of silence and me not acknowledging her, she just walked off without saying anything. Hasn't tried to talk to me since. But she's now she went around telling people, well, I guess I ticked him off now. She used another word which I'm not going to repeat, but apparently they came to me telling me that she's going around telling people that, and and I just look at them and say, what'd she expect? I know all of you like to treat her with kindness despite the fact that she has hurt all of you, but she has learned not to stop as a result of it. She's learned she can get away with it. I'll be nice to her. I'll be nice to everyone that mistreats me in the workplace, in the sense that I think the silent treatment I gave her is far better than me dumping how I truly feel onto her and not giving it a filter. I could have told her what I think of her and what everybody thinks of her, laid it all out there. But sometimes silence is the better alternative. And if she ever came to me with a legitimate work-related question or needed work-related help, I would answer the question, I'd answer it honestly, and I would help her, but I would make it as fast as possible, then I would go about with my own stuff. Other than that, I'm not having any conversations with her, nor am I having any conversations with anybody else that I know is spreading false rumors about me or anybody else. You're not my buddy when you do that. We are not friends. It takes more than being kind to my face to being friends. I'll trust you. I'll trust you the first time around, but when I catch you or I hear or see evidence from people that you are being two-faced, the trust is gone. And I think everybody should actually do that. That's the thing I don't get. When somebody that leads to the third and final part. Well, with the additional commentary, and the commentary will make a little more sense at the end. But the as for the ones that are getting hurt by people like that, talking behind their backs does not help matters either. That's why I don't play the whole smiley game and act friendly to people that I know that are two-faced. It solves nothing. If it really bothers you, you need to confront them directly. Yeah, they'll deny it. Yeah, they'll try to cover it up or twist the truth. But still, by confronting them and showing them you're not happy, you're showing them that there's consequences to what they're doing. And that's the thing that leads to the main point of this video, which is for the ones that like the start drama, I don't get it. Why? I mean, you may think it's fun to turn people against each other, to talk bad about each other, but you're creating a reputation for yourself. And I shouldn't say for yourself as if I'm talking to you viewers, because if you're watching this video and you're agreeing, I doubt you guys are the ones starting this stuff in your workplace. But the ones that are starting it, they are creating a reputation for themselves. I know that's not news, but the fact of the matter is, people are going to know them in the workplace by that reputation. And some of them even know and acknowledge that they have this reputation for themselves. They know that when they come into work not being liked by pretty much anyone, and knowing that the reason they're not liked is because they start all this drama with everybody. But do they change? No, they keep on doing it. Well, what did you expect? And that adds to the question, why do they do it then? Because not only does the drama make for a stressful place for everyone you're trying to cause drama with, it causes drama just as much for themselves, because they're leaving the workplace with enemies they've just made, but then they have to go back to the workplace with the same enemies they had just made because of the crap they pulled. It makes no sense when you apply logic and intelligence to it. It's just not worth it in the end. I'd rather go to a workplace where I can get along with everybody instead of going to a workplace where I know I'm hated because I go around people's backs and talk about them and make up stuff and spread stuff around, whether if I know it's true or not. That just makes for a very stressful workplace. And even if you're the one that's causing it, you need to realize you have to go back to that workplace. You have to go back into the sandbox that you're crapping in, for a lack of a better analogy right there. It's like you're causing this mess, but it's not like you're leaving that mess indefinitely. You have to go back to it, and when you do, you're the one that has to deal with all the people, all the enemies you're making because of the childish rumors and everything that you've started, and the whole being two-faced and everything. You are come to know by that reputation. Now, this is where the additional commentary comes in. Some of you who have been keeping up with my heart-to-heart videos are probably wondering, but Statton, didn't you make a video talking about forgiveness? Oh yeah. Yeah, and I stand by everything I said in that video. But the thing is you can forgive someone and still not trust them in the end. Forgiveness doesn't mean you have to go back to trusting them as though they hadn't wronged you. That's a good way to getting hurt a second time with ease. It's not a contradiction. What forgiveness means is you harbor no ill feelings toward them anymore. You've let go of all that's made you angry, and you are no longer hurt by it, but you still retain the memory of what happened, and you learn from it in the sense to where if they want things to go back to the way they once were, they have to work to earn that trust with you. Because if they don't have to work to earn that trust with you, they'll know that they can keep doing it over and over and over again, and they'll just be let back in effortlessly. There's no real consequences. The consequences to earning trust back is the motivation, and teaches them not to do it ever again. Because the worst thing you could ever do is wanting to be friends with someone that you truly care about, knowing you hurt them, and realizing you messed up. You want things back the way they used to be. You have to do the work. You have to earn their trust back. And earning trust back, one of the hardest things you could ever do, and it takes a long time to do it. So that's what I believe. I believe you should forgive them. That's why I said if these people ever came to me with work-related questions, I would answer honestly. If they truly needed help, work-related help, I would sincerely help them. I would. I'm not going to intentionally be unfriendly to them. I'm not going to be snippy with them. I'm not going to make smart remarks toward them. I'm not going to talk behind their backs. But if they ever wanted to have a serious conversation, if they really wanted to be friendly toward me, if they really wanted to be in some sort of group or friendship of any kind, they would have to earn my trust. And I think that's an example we should all follow. Honestly, I think if we were more direct with these people, they would eventually learn to stop. I mean, yeah, you'd get the occasional ones that just can't learn no matter what. But I don't believe drama in the workplace will ever go away completely, but I do believe it would decrease significantly, and that's more than enough reason to do this. Well, that that's all that's been on my mind today. I hope this video helps any of you that are going through these experiences too. And I hope this shows that there's a way you can, in fact, stand up for yourself and not cross any lines that you shouldn't cross in the process of doing it. And while at the same time showing these people that you're not playing their game. Anyways, my name is Statton. Like, share, and subscribe. Remember that you are not alone, and you'll have yourselves a wonderful day.